Batting second, the second baseman, number 14, Caitlin Chambers. Batting third, the third baseman, number 00, Janessa Rivera. Batting cleanup, the catcher, number 21, Brianna Tucker. Batting fifth, the first baseman, left fielder, Avery Bond. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 1, Andrea Reinhardt. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 32, Eliana Bueno. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 11, Charlene Yanda. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 5, Jamie Moore. The pitcher is number 4, Corey Turner. And the rest of the Ottawa Spirit. Head coach is Justine Whitman. Assistant coaches are Allison Tunnell and Madison Cossack. And now the starters for the Bellevue Bruins. Batting leadoff, the second baseman, number 8, Caitlin Kinman. Batting second, the catcher, number 11, Alison Driscoll. Batting third, the right fielder, number 22, Ashley Young. Batting cleanup, the pitcher, number 24, Emily Rockford. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 19, Maricela Egan. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 23, Lauren Russell. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 16, Amanda Classic. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 14, Ellie Blymaster. Batting ninth, the first baseman, number 10, Kelsey Arnold. And the flex today is the center fielder, number 3, Maya Montero. And the rest of the Bruins. The head coach is Michaela Semino. Assistant coaches are Kelsey Cheshire and Jean Scarpello. Volunteer assistant is Amy Supanchik. And team manager is Abigail Harvey. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise. Let's honor those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy have made this privilege of this event possible. Let us now stand and honor their efforts and our country as we direct our attention to the flag at center field for the playing of our national anthem. Let's have a great game today.
And welcome back, everybody. Final day of the OLLU Nationwide Classic here from the campus of Our Lady Lake University on the west side of San Antonio. Mike Thompson here for you. This matchup coming up here between members of the Golden State Athletic Conference and the North Star Athletic Association. It's the Bellevue Bruins out of Bellevue, Nebraska, taking on the Spirit of Ottawa University out of Arizona. Surprise, Arizona. Ottawa going to be the home team for this matchup, their last matchup of this tournament. They're right now on a 3-game winning streak. Have really enjoyed their trip here so far. They are 3-7 on the season. They've won 3 in a row. Going up against Bellevue. Bellevue coming in here at 3-1 now on the season. In their first setup. For Bellevue, their starting their lineup coming up here in the batting order. Kidman will be leading things off. O'Driscoll getting the start at catcher, being the 2 spot. Young coming in right field, number 3 spot. Cleaning up is going to be Emily Rockford. Marciella Egan in the 5 spot. In the 6 spot, Lauren Russell. Amanda Plasik in the 7th spot. Ellie Blymaster on the 8, and then the 9 spot is going to be Kelsey Arnold. Defensively for Ottawa, Moore will be in right field. Deonda will be in center. Beltran in left. First base, Bond. Second base, Chambers. At third is going to be Rivetta. Shortstop, Reinhardt. Behind the plate will be Brianna Tucker. And on the mound for the Spirit will be Corey Turner. As we get ready for this one to get underway. Second to last game of the OLLU Nationwide Classic. And the first pitch is going to be up there for a strike. Looks a little bit high out of the zone, but to be called strike. Turner 1-2 on the season. Is 1-1 in this tournament, getting the victory against Houston Victoria yesterday and getting a loss against Our Lady Lake. Back on Friday, that's back deep towards the wall. That's going to be out of here. As Kidman launches that one. So the home run shot coming up there for Kidman, and Kidman picking up her 3rd home run of the season. And RBI number 7, as she's had a good trip here to South Texas this weekend. And 1-0 early on here, top of the first inning for Bellevue.
Number 11, Alison Driscoll.
So 1-0. Our score now. As Alison Driscoll, the catcher, coming up. Driscoll 571 on the year with an RBI. Licks the first pitch away for a ball. 1-0 the count. To Driscoll. Driscoll 4 of 7 this year so far. Went 4 for 4 yesterday against Our Lady Lake, and that's going to be pulled foul. So Bellevue, after struggling the first game of the year against Houston Victoria, where they were held hitless until the bottom of the 7th with 1 out, where they got a hit and a 2-run shot before ending the game with an 8-2 loss. Had struggled the bats, but since then, the bats have come alive. Center field, straight over to Deonda, and Deonda will bring that in and 1 away.
Fielder number 22, Ashley Young.
So 1 out there is Driscoll. Send that one to center, and that is going to bring up the right fielder Ashley Young to the plate. Looks at that one for a strike there from Turner. No balls, 1 strike. Ashley Young, a sophomore from Los Lunas, New Mexico, steps in here. 0-1 the count coming down from Turner. And Turner, that one drops into the zone. A nice pitch, and the count 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top half of the first inning. Bellevue with a 1-0 lead on Ottawa. And reaching after that one was Young. Got to get a piece of it foul. The count still 0-2. Bellevue out of the North Star Athletic Association, receiving votes of the coaches preseason top 25 for the NAIA. That's a way out of the zone, 1-2. Picked second in their conference this year to finish behind Dickinson State out of North Dakota. And that's going to go down the line. Going to be a fair ball. And rounded first, Young on the way to second. And will trot into second with a double.
1 out, 1 on for the cleanup hitter, pitcher number 24, Emily Rockford.
So Emily Rockford coming up to the plate now. So good to see Rockford back. She came in and pitched yesterday against Our Lady Lake. She did 1 inning as a starter and then was pulled. Not sure why, but she came in there and has pitched well and has hit very well. And the hitting continues for Rockford. As Rockford over at first base. So runners now on the corners, first and third with one out. And that'll bring up Marciela Egan to the plate. Egan, the left fielder out of Anaheim, California, is 3 of 12 batting this weekend. 417 average. Has a home run and 5 big RBIs for Egan. Looks the first pitch for a ball, 1-0 the count. One out, runners on the corners. And Bellevue threatening for a big inning here. So they have scored in the first inning of their previous 3 games here. And or the previous 2 now, 3 in a row now have scored in the top half of the first inning for Bellevue. And the ball there, 2-1 the count here to Egan. 417 average this year, 533 on base with the home run and the 5 RBIs. Back to center. Deonda steps under it. Runner tags and is going to score. Gets by, and Rockford will round second. Now going to stop and come back over to second as Young scores, and it's 2-0 now in favor of Bellevue. And that is going to bring in Lord Russell to the plate. RBI number 6 on the year now for Egan. As Lord Russell now steps up here to the plate. Russell, a freshman from Denver, Colorado, Erie High School. And the first pitch is going to be away off the plate there. 1-0 the count to Russell. Russell, 200 hitter this year. Does have a home run and 6 RBIs. As she had the grand slam yesterday against Houston Victoria. As they came away with a 15-7 win in that one. 6 RBIs in that game. Or 4 RBIs, I'm sorry, in that game. Had another 2 against Our Lady of the Lake. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count to Russell. As Amanda Plasik in the on deck. Swings and misses that one. That'll do it. 3 outs, but not before they get 2 across. They'll leave 1 aboard. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Ottawa tries to answer back. It's 2-0 Bellevue. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Bottom half of the first inning about to start here. 2-0 Bellevue. As again scored in the top half of the first inning to the Bruins. Defensively for the Bruins. In right field, Young, Montero in center, Egan in left. Arnold will be at first, Kinman at second, Russell at third. Shortstop will be Blymaster. Behind the plate of Driscoll and Emily Rockford in the circle. Batting order for Ottawa as Beltran will lead things off. Caitlin Chambers in the 2 spot. Anessa Rivera 3. Cleaning things up, Brianna Tucker. Avery Bond in 5th spot. Andrea Reinhardt in the 6th spot. Elena Bueno at 7. Charlene Deandra in the 8th spot. Finishing things out, Jamie Moore, the right fielder, in the 9th spot. But Shayla Beltran to lead things off here. .370 on the year, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Looks the first pitch there for a strike, would win the count. Ottawa Spirit finished last year 10-13 on the season before being cut short due to COVID-19. Came into this OLLU Nationwide Classic as 1 ball, 1 strike to count at 0-6. Dropped the first game to Our Lady Lake, but has won 3 straight since then, and became a team that Houston Victoria, who's received votes, would be like 27th in the coaches poll, probably never wants to see again. And that's fouled and be caught there by Arnold and 1 away on the pop out. So that's going to bring up Caitlin Chambers. But out of the Golden State Athletic Conference, surprise, Arizona. Golden State in all sports except football. Football, they remember the Sooner Athletic Conference, which makes it, I'm guessing, quite the travel schedule at times for football. Coming back over to play a lot of Texas, Oklahoma, and John Brown, which is in Arkansas. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here for Chambers. Chambers, a big day yesterday, finishing 6 of 8 in 2 games, scoring 3 times with an RBI. That's 1-1 the count, the Chambers. 389 on the year, 2 RBIs, a 421 on base percentage. With Inessa Rivera in the on-deck circle. That one, check swing foul down the third base side, 1-2 the count. This Chambers, a sophomore, excuse me, from Tracy, California. Fouls that one back, and 1-2 the count. 1 out here. Going up here against Rockford. Emily Rockford with a 3.23 earned run average this year and 4 2/3 innings pitched. And fouls that one away. And the count stays 1-2. It's Rockford, the junior, out of Waterloo, Nebraska. Number 24 there in the circle. On the rubber now with the windup and delivery. Just a bit high there, right above the numbers, or above the letters there. And the count will even 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Chambers. So 2-2 pitch. Little check swing, gets right in front. Not going to be able to make the play in time. Nicely executed by Chambers. Add a runner aboard here with 1 out now for Ottawa. Inessa Rivera now coming up to the plate. And that's a senior from Loveland, Colorado. Southwest Baptist University transfer. It's waiting for the first pitch here from Rockford. Low and in, ball, 1-0 the count to Rivera. Rivera went 3 for 4 against Our Lady Lake yesterday, scored a couple of runs, and had 6 RBIs. In that game. As she, along with a lot of the Spirit players, have found their bats here in South Texas. As Rivera now on the season .263 hitter, 1 home run, 8 RBIs, and 300 on base. Just 2 hits before coming into this weekend. And a strike there, 3-1 now. As the Spirit had struggled early on. And starting the season 0-7, but have won their last 3, trying to make it 4 straight before they head back home after this one. It's ball 4, 2 aboard now with 1 out.
Catcher number 21, Brianna Tucker.
So Ottawa threatening here in the bottom half of the first to try and come back here. The Tide run at first. Brianna Tucker now coming to the plate. The first pitch right down the middle, strike. Tucker 192 on the season, 5 of 26 hitting. 1 home run, 7 RBIs. The home run came first game of the OLLU Nationwide Classic, a two-run shot. That was the game winner against Houston Victorians. She fouls that one off. And the count is 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. This will not be the last time these two teams play each other this year, as they will be played on the 20th of February, as they'll be part of another tournament involving Lyon University out of Arkansas, Tabor from Kansas, and Columbia from Missouri. So they'll be heading up. Then they'll take on Mid-America. And will not be starting conference play. That's going to be force out and double play. Nice job to get that one. As they will leave one aboard and hold Ottawa scoreless. Top of the second coming up. 2-0 Bellevue with the lead. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Top half of the second inning. As Amanda Plasek to lead things off, the DP for Bellevue. Plasek, Lymester, and Kelsey Arnold due up here top half of the second with a 2-0 lead on Ottawa. And the first pitch up and away in the zone, ball 1 to Plasek. Plasek, a 500 hitter on the year with an RBI, 750 on base. Just her third game of the year, and that's going to be popped out over the short and one away.
1 out for the shortstop, number 14, Ellie Blymeister.
So Blymeister comes up to the plate here. The shortstop comes in now to this one, a 286 average on the year. 357 on base percentage. 4 hits and 14 at-bats here this weekend. Has scored 4 runs. Had an RBI. And that first pitch is going to be a ball. 1-0 the count. So 2 balls, no strikes. That's grounder sharply over to third, quickly to first, and 2 down. So with 2 outs, so Kelsey Arnold now coming up to the plate for the Bruins. Sophomore from Corona, California. Therefore, strike, 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike the count here. That's fouled back, 0-2. Here on Arnold. So the next tournament, sort of, is going to be in Allen, Texas for Bellevue. And this will be the same one that Ottawa will be in. Coming up next for them. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here to Arnold. Again, starting on the 20th is Tabor University out of Kansas will be there as well. As Bellevue will be playing them first on the 20th. Then there will be a rematch against Ottawa on the 20th as well. But in that one, they'll be taking on Arizona Christian, Oklahoma Panhandle State, Graceland. And that's going to do it for the top half of the second. Bottom of the second coming up. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody. Bottom half of the second coming up. As Ottawa still trailing 2-0 to Bellevue. Trying to get things going. Avery Bond, Reinhardt, and Bueno due up here in the bottom half of the second. Bond, 238 now on the season. Looks at the first pitch there for a strike from Rockford. 238 on the year with a home run, 4 RBIs, 304 on base percentage for Bond. That's going to be there for a strike. So no balls, 2 strikes. That's fouled back again. Stays no balls, 2 strikes. That's Bond. Steps back in. And back to center. Montero comes up, brings it in. One away.
One out, nobody on for the shortstop, number 1, Andrea Reinhardt.
So Andrea Reinhardt, the shortstop, going to make her way up to the plate. Reinhardt now 10 of 33 on the year, 303 batting average, 5 RBIs. Went 0 for 2 against Our Lady of the Lake yesterday. Went 2 for 4 with a run scored against Houston Victoria. Looks that one for a ball, 1-0. That's pulled, foul down the line, left field side. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to count. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Bounce it into the plate. There's 2 balls and a strike to count. So 3-1 now the count here. That's ball 4. So Reinhardt will head down to first.
1 on, 1 out for the designated player, number 32, Liliana Bueno.
Liliana Bueno now, the DP, coming up to the plate. Bueno 3 of 14 on the year. 214 average. Next first pitch there from Rockford is a strike, 0-1 the count. Bueno, the junior from Fort Stockton, Texas. Oh, and that's going to hit her. So 2 aboard now.
2 on, 1 out for the center fielder, number
That'll bring up Charlene Deonda coming up to the plate. From Mercedes, Texas. Just outside Weslaco between McAllen and Brownsville. The hometown for Deonda. So a couple of players here for Ottawa, a little bit of a homecoming. That's 1 ball, no strikes to count. Batting .083 on the year. But 1 of 2 with a run scored against Our Lady of the Lake yesterday. That was her first hit of the season. Wanted to get out of the hitless category there to get that big hit yesterday. So 1 ball, 1 strike now the count on Deonda. Deonda puts the bunt down nicely right over the Rockford. Rockford nicely reaction to it. Advancing the runners. So runners now at second and third now with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Jamie Moore, the right fielder. So Jamie Moore, the outfielder coming in, the junior out of Peoria, Arizona. And a South Mountain Community College transfer. Looks the first pitch there from Rockford is going to be a strike. 0-1 to count. That's sharply hit the second. Kenman gets it over to first. And that'll do it. They'll leave 2 aboard. As not able to get anyone across. Top of the third coming up. 2-0 Bellevue with the lead over Ottawa. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back, top of the third inning. Still 2-0 in favor of Ottawa. Of Bellevue over Ottawa. Looking at the schedule here for Ottawa. Not going to make their first home appearance of the year until against Mayville State on March 26th. Be on the road quite a bit, traveling around. And that's fouled off, 0-1 to count. And they'll be heading off also to Florida. The tournament out there as well this year. So Caitlin Kidman, the leadoff hitter, is aboard. All she did was have a solo shot back in the first. Picking up her third home run, 7 RBIs now this season, 533. Batting average and a .611 on-base percentage. Can't ask for a lot more from a leadoff hitter. 5 games into the season. That's just past the glove of Ravenna. Is going to misplay it. And going to reach on the air there. The E5.
Catcher number 11, Alison Driscoll.
And so Driscoll now going to make the way up there with Kinsman at first. And Alison Driscoll coming out. Driscoll 0 for 1, flied out to center her first time up back in the first inning. Steps up here against Turner. And the ball a little up in the zone, a little away. 1-0 of the count here to Alison Driscoll. 500 now on the season. Driscoll with an RBI and a .556 on base percentage. And sends that straight to right. Moore getting it. Backsliding safe is Kinman. And one away. So a couple of flyouts for Driscoll here this morning. And that will bring up Ashley Young to the plate. As Young steps in. As the first pitch, that's going to find its way towards the gap, the wall. Kidman rounding third on her way to the plate and safe. 3-0 Bellevue with the lead. So an RBI double, second RBI of the season for Young at 3-0. So now Emily Rockford will come up to the plate with a runner at second and 1 out. At Bellevue, after that first game of being held to 2 hits and really just a late home run that got them on the board, it's 2 different teams that showed up. It's like a completely different team. It's like they missed the bus for the first game and found some people to come and play for them. And then after that, their offense has just been very impressive. Emily Rockford here with the strike there. 0-1 to count to Rockford. .333 on the year with an RBI and a .400 on base percentage for Rockford. And that one's up there. It's going to be 1-1 the count now on Rockford. Rockford went 1 for 5 and scored a couple of runs yesterday in 2 games. That's 2 balls and a strike now the count. That's going to be up and in. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-0 lead here at the top of the third, and swing, strike 3. And a second strikeout for Turner. It's her 9th total on the season. As Marcella Egan to the plate. Egan, sac fly back in the first inning, picking up the RBI. She's now .417 on the year. 1 home run, 6 RBIs. And that one up the middle off the glove. Trying to play there. Reinhardt not going to get there in time. Coming around to score. And safe at home. And coming over to second RBI of the game. That's going to be 7 now on the season. That was a close play at the plate. Justine Wickman, the coach, going to come out to the mound. Or to the circle. Talk to Turner and the team. So another run here with 2 outs. It's now 4-0. So 4-0 the score here. Here in the top half of the third inning. As again the bats are alive here for Bellevue. And waiting to come up here, it's going to be Lauren Russell coming up. After this one more game to go here in the OLLU Nationwide Classic for 2021. As the Bellevue Bruins, you folks stick around as they will be taking on the host school, Our Lady of the Lake University. 3rd time they will meet this weekend. That'll be about 11:15, 11:30, somewhere in that range. And that's going to be a chopper. Over to third, quickly over to first, and that'll do it. They'll leave 1 aboard, but they get 2 more across. 4-0 Bellevue leads Ottawa. So we head to the bottom of the third. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Bottom of the third inning. It's the top of the order coming up. As Michela Beltran, 0 for 1 coming up to the plate. Beltran, Chambers, and Rivera do up bottom half of the third inning. With Emily Rockford cruising along on the circle for the Bruins. In there for a ball. 1-0 the count. From Rockford to Beltran. And a strike there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rockford 1-1 now on the season, or 1-0 on the season. The 3.50 earned run average. Struck out 3, it's walked none. 56 career strikeouts, and a career 5-13 record, and a career earned run average of 3.28. So not a bad earned run average. They're in her 32nd game, career game, and 16th career start for the Bruins. And 106 2/3 innings coming in. 1 ball, 2 strikes a count. Here to Beltran. Beltran sends that foul down the third base side. Count stays 1-2. Beltran popped foul to first base back in the first inning. So Arnold was able to easily get that one. 357 average, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, 471 on base percentage. And the 1-2 pitch here from Rockford. Up in the zone for a strike, and the count 2-2 for Beltran. Beltran, a career .324 hitter for Ottawa. Looks that one inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's her 25th game of her career. 14 career runs, 23 career hits, and 8 career RBIs, and the 1 home run that she's gotten all the season. So 3-2, and that's back deep. And running back forward, just over the reach. Going to catch the fence. Beltran is going to stop there at second, as Egan just kind of got twisted around in left field. Couldn't get her bearings back, and it just passed the reach of her glove there for the double. So the leadoff is aboard in scoring position with nobody out. And that will bring up Caitlin Chambers. Chambers 1 for 1. Looks at the first pitch for a strike. Trying to lay down the bunt. 0-1 to count to Chambers. Ottawa's been able to get base runners aboard and been able to get them in scoring position, just not been able to get them home. It's 1 ball, 1 strike there to count to Caitlin Chambers. Had a bunt single back in the first inning. .421 average on the young season. Checks the swing there. Says does not go around. 2 balls and a strike. Yesterday, I think that would have been a strike because every time they pointed out to the field umpire was a strike. Even on the most obvious stops. But different crew out here today. It's up and away ball, 3-1 to count. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 on here. Nobody out. Bottom half of the third inning. Bruins with a 4-0 lead on the Spirit of Ottawa University out of Arizona. And ball 4. So that's going to be the third walk now for Rockford. So Rockford now walked her third batter now. She's going to have a little meeting with O'Driscoll. And runners now at first and second and nobody out. And that brings up Anessa Rivera. Top half of the third inning, or bottom half of the third inning here. The pitch here from Rockford. Call for a strike, 0-1 the count. So the meeting there with Driscoll gets a positive result on that first pitch. 2 aboard to get nobody out. That's ripped fair down the line. Rounding third is Beltran going to score. Here comes Chambers. On the way to third on a triple, and it's 4-2. As Ottawa pulls to within 2 now of the Bruins on the 2 RBI triple.
1 on, nobody out for the third baseman.
Coming on there for Rivetta.
Catcher number 21, Brianna Tucker.
So Rivetta now picking up RBI number 9 and number 10 on the season. And 8 have come this weekend for Rivetta. So Brianna Tucker now coming up to the plate. Tucker 185 on the year with a home run, 7 RBIs, 258 earned run average. Hitting to a fielder's choice first time up. Steps into the box here, representing the Tide run. And Rivetta at third base. 1 ball, no strikes to count. So Rivetta, her first triple this season. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Watching that one. First season for Rivetta at Ottawa. Coming in as a transfer from Southwest Baptist University. And now Tucker looks at that one. Tucker gets around early on that one, sends it foul. As 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. That's inside for a ball. 2-2 now the count to Tucker. And Tucker, the juniors from Simi Valley, California. Now with the 2-2 pitch. That's ripped down the line. That's going to be foul. That was just barely foul as well. Just the outside of the white chalk there. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still the count here on Tucker. Tucker, her 26th career game here with Ottawa. Fouls that one back in her 68th career at bat. 13 of 68 coming into this one. 2 career home runs. 12 career RBIs. And the 2-2 count coming here. And the pitch from Rockford. Called strike 3. First strikeout recorded for Rockford. And 1 out now. So Avery Bond coming up to the plate. First base, 0 for 1. Bond comes up, a career 316 hitter. Has a strike, 0-1 the count. Career high season average of 345 a year ago. 14 career RBIs as well for Bond. So it's a swing, looks at that one. Ball, 1 strike. It's Bond flied out to center first time up. 227 this year, home run, 4 RBIs. 292 on base. And again, that's fouled back out of play. And that very close to catching Reinhardt in the on-deck circle. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Spawn steps in. As Rockford. That's grounded over to third. As Russell over to first. And they'll hold the runner at third. Rivetta, and 2 outs. Andrea Reinhardt now coming up to the plate for Ottawa. As Reinhardt walked back in the second inning. 303 hitter with 5 RBIs, 343 on base. The first pitch there, ball 1-0 the count to Reinhardt. Reinhardt, a career .395 hitter. Batted .417 a year ago. And that's it. Going to find left field nicely. Able to follow that one. And bring up the third out. There by Egan. And that'll do it for the third. We'll head to the top half of the fourth. Bellevue holds on to the lead, 4-2. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Top half of the fourth inning. Bellevue back up to the plate. It's Amanda Plasik to lead things on. Plasik, Blymaster, and Arnold due up. First pitch there, a ball from Turner. 1-0 the count. Plasik, .333 this year with an RBI. Inside 2-0. This Plasik, just her third game of the year, and only 2 at-bats previously this season. There's a 3-0 count coming here from Turner. Called strike. It's 3 balls and 1 strike now the count to Plasik. Her first season with the Bruins. And that's popped straight up in the air. As that is going to fall foul back over near us. And the count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And I believe this is our first full count of the game. Oh, second one. Simply our producer here corrected me. And ball there, ball 4.
Shortstop number 14, Ellie Blymaster.
So the walk given up by Turner is going to be her first walk surrendered. As Ellie Blymaster comes up to the plate with a runner aboard and nobody out. And I think we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in, and we will, as so Maya Montero, a freshman center fielder, coming in to run.
Courtesy runner is Maya Montero.
As Montero came in as the flex today, and she'll be running. And she's also out in center field. So bunt looking. Nice bunt comes down. Will advance the runner. And misplayed it. And safe going over to third. And we're going to have runners on the corners and nobody out. And just like that, folks, we have runners on the corner.
first base.
That's going to bring up Kelsey Arnold now. First base coming around here. Meister over at first now. Montero at third. And Arnold coming up to the plate here. 0 for 1, Arnold today. She grounded out to Turner back in the second inning. 154 on the year. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 214 on base percentage there for Arnold. Sophomore steps in here 1-0. That's high up in the air to left. Beltran camps under it. Can't accord. Runner tags and another run across here for Bellevue. 5-2 now. Bruins lead back up to 3.
Second baseman number 8.
So negating one of the runs that Ottawa brought in last inning. So that'll bring back the top of the order. Caitlin Kinman. And you're giving her a shot here with a runner aboard. 1 for 2. As the first pitch is a ball. As she homered. Solo shot back in the first inning, the left. And the reach base and scored in the third. Looks away on that one. 2 balls and no strikes now to Kinnaman. 500. 3 home runs, 7 RBIs now this year for Kidman. As Kidman now 11 career home runs in her 4-year career. Bellevue, actually 5-year, getting the extra year because of the COVID situation from a year ago. A career .299 hitter. That's it. That's going to find the corner. They're calling him around. Go to a stop at third. Splymeister and a double.
The catcher at number 11, Alison Driscoll.
And so Alison Driscoll will come up to the plate. And I think we're going to have a change. As the late great Sam Cooke said, a change is going to come, and here it is. As we're going to have a change at the mound. Coming in for Ottawa to pitch is going to be Alexandria McCutcheons, the junior right-hander from Avondale, Arizona. We'll take a break. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. As Alexandria McCutcheon's coming in to take over. And her 8th appearance this season. 1-2 on the year. 14 at the third innings pitched. 6.35 earned run average. Struck out 15 and walked 6. Career record for McCutcheon's is 10-17. A career earned run average of 5.50. 113 career strikeouts, 68 career walks. Coming in relief of Turner. and try to find a way to silence the bats of Bellevue, which no one has been able to figure out how to do since late on Friday. So 1 ball, 1 strike. So grounder's going to be 2 down now. At runners at second and third. No. So 2 outs now. And the first pitch is going to be a ball there, 1-0. To Ashley Young. Young 2 for 2, scored 2 runs, driven 1 in. 1-0 pitch, checks the swing up high there. 2-0 the count now. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs now. Meister at third, Kidman at second. A couple of doubles here today for Young as she watches that one 3-0. Doubled the left both times, one in the first and once in the third inning. Now 500 the average for her on the season. 2 RBIs, one of those coming in this one. That one's right to center. Deonda back, brings it in. That'll do it. They'll leave 2 aboard, but they get 1 across. Bottom of the 4th coming up, 5-2. Bellevue with the lead on Ottawa. We'll take a break. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. As the Spirit trying to get something going here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Eliana Bueno, the DP, to lead things off, was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning. 2-14 hitter, looks at the first strike there from Rockford, 0-1 the count. So 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Bellevue, and that's going to go between the legs there. It's into left field. And so the hit there for Bueno. As we'll wait on the score for that. I think that was hit sharp. I think that could be a hit there. We'll wait and see what they call it. Prior to 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for Ottawa here in this one. So Deonda takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. So it will be considered a hit there. Fourth hit of the game now for Ottawa's. 2 balls and no strikes to count there as Deonda. 083 on the year. Sack bunt back in the second inning. That's 2 balls and no strikes here. Pitch is going to be low ball. 3-0 the count. The pitch there for a strike goes 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Deonda. As Rockford, the delivery and the pitch, and the walk. And that is going to be the 4th walk surrendered by Rockford here in this one. Jamie Moore checking in. Courtesy runner coming in is going to be Colby Johnson, the freshman from Fernley, Nevada.
Colby Johnson.
As Moore steps in. Moore grounded to second, back in the second. 071 on the year with an RBI. Waiting for the signal. Now stepping in. It's Emily Rockford. With the delivery and the pitch. The bunt up in the air. Going to be caught. And going to be safe back over at first. As O'Driscoll had to adjust.
The left fielder, number 22, Michaela Beltran.
As Moore heads up there, kept running, not knowing what had happened yet, and was in the way of the throw from O'Driscoll. So Driscoll had to delay and could not get the force at first. That's line down the line, going to be foul. Caught the chalk, flew up there. So chalk. Saw the chalk kind of rise there, but it's going to be called foul. 0-1 the count. Coming there from Beltran. Beltran check swing. Picked up over to first, not in time. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. So this game takes on a whole new look right here. As Caitlin Chambers coming up now with the bases loaded. As Chambers 1 for 1 has scored a run. Has also reached on a walk. Comes up with the bases loaded and 1 out. And 0-1 to count the strike. So we are a strike or a pitch away from an entirely different ball game here with the bases loaded and 1 out. Rockford has been able to work through some situations here today. And she's going to have to work through one here as the ball there. 1 ball, 1 strike to Chambers. 421 on the year with 2 RBIs is Chambers. 476 on base. And the pitch there, check swing, foul. The count 1-2. There on Caitlin Chambers to second base. One-two pitch. And the line going to be foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And that was up high for a ball, 2-2. balls, 2 strikes. And again, fighting off that pitch. Again, these two clubs will meet each other again on the 20th in Allen, Texas. So 2-ball, 2-strike count here. 1 out pitch. Grounded to third. Can't get the tag. We'll get the force at home. As Johnson
2 outs for the third
will be out on the force.
Rivera.
Good job there, Russell. Looking it down there. And 2 outs now. The base is loaded. And now Anessa Rivera. Rivera tripled her last time. And a strike. 0-1 the count on Rivera. And that sent towards the wall. It's going to find the wall. 1 run scores. 2 runs. Rounding third and scored 3 runs now. Rivera on her way to third again. And that will tie it up at 5. And Rivera with 5 RBIs in the game. And RBI number 11, 12, and 13 for Rivera. With a doing it again for Ottawa. 5-5 the score here, the bottom half of the 4th, and 2 outs. And that'll bring Tucker up. That's Brianna Tucker, 0 for 2. Steps up to the plate here with a runner at third. Deja vu from a inning ago. As she steps up with Rivera at third. 2 outs. Can Ottawa come back and take the lead here? That's going to be a called strike. 0-1 the count now. That's set towards right, and it's going to drop. Another run scores. Rounding second is Tucker. Tucker is going to stop at third with a triple and an RBI. RBI number 8 on the year for Brianna Tucker as Rivera comes in to score, and Ottawa will take a 6-5 lead now. A 4-run 4th inning here for Ottawa. Tucker at third. That'll bring up Avery Bond, who's 0 for 2. 6-5 the score. 4 runs here in the 4th for the Spirit. Bond now to the plate here with Tucker at third. Pitch from Rockford right down the middle, strike. 0-1 the count here. Rockford had been working her way out of trouble most of the game. Not able to work out of it so far here, the 4th, and that's going to be foul going in, finding its way inside the dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. The count here. That's it high up in the air. Coming over Young. Young not going to be able to get to it, foul. And Tucker will head back over to third. And Bond will come back to the plate. Bond flied out to center, back in the second, grounded to third and to third. Batting .217 this year with a home run, 4 RBIs. Steps up here with an 0-2 pitch. Up and in there on that one. The count 1-2 now on the Bond. Senior out of Bloomfield, Colorado. Sends that one grounder to short. Limemeister over to first. That'll do it. They'll leave one aboard, but they get 4 across. Ottawa takes the lead, 6-5. Top of the 5th coming up. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU States Network. Welcome back. Top half of the 5th inning coming up here. Ottawa comes storming back in that 4th. 4 runs in the inning to take a 6-5 lead. 6 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors for Ottawa. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Bellevue. And the pitcher, Emily Rockford, comes up to the plate. A chance to help her own cause here, trailing 6-5. Rockford, a 300 hitter on the year with an RBI. She singled back in the 1st, struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. Steps up here against McCutcheon. Alexandria McCutcheon coming in for relief from Turner. Swings and misses at that one with some movement on it. 0-1 the count on Rockford. Rockford, Egan, and Russell due up here at the top of the 5th inning for the Bruins. 0-1 pitch coming from McCutcheon. Kind of caught her on the fist and going to drop foul. So Rockford 0-2 now the count. Catches a break there being foul as it caught her foot there in the foul territory. Should have been fair. She would have been out. That gets the break there. 0-2 the count here to Rockford. And that's off the plate ball, 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Emily Rockford. Out of Waterloo, Nebraska. Concordia High School grad, the junior. And the 1-2 pitch coming. That's one back towards the gap. It picked up by Moore. 1 away. Got a little underneath that pitch.
Fielder number 19, Egan.
Hit it just a little bit higher on the ball. And that one had a chance to go over. But instead, it's just a deep high fly that Moore takes care of. 1 away. Yeah, it's the pitch there is Marcelia Egan. Had a sac fly and an RBI in the 1st, doubled in the 3rd. It's that one away, 1 ball, 1 strike. 462, the batting average for Egan. With a home run is 7 RBIs, 529 on base. Out of Anaheim, California, swings and misses at that one. As that one, the bottom fell out. And the count now 1-2 on Egan. And Lord Russell, the on-deck circle. 1-2 the pitch, swing and a miss on that one. Strike 3. 2 down.
Third baseman number 23, Lauren Russell.
Strikeout number 1 for McCutcheon. 16th now on the season. As Russell 0 for 2 steps up there. First pitch of ball, 1-0 the count to Lauren Russell. That's McCutcheon. Pitch up and away, 2-0 the count. Russell struck out swinging in the first, grounded to third back in the third inning. Now the 2-0. So that one catches corner of the plate on the outside, and it's going to be 2-1 now to Russell. It's McCutcheon. Fouls it back, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Amanda Plasek in the on-deck circle for the Bruins, hoping for an opportunity if Russell can keep the inning going. No one aboard. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that's fouled. Catching just a piece of it. Stays 2-2. This will be the last game of the OLLU Nationwide Classic for Ottawa. Bellevue will have one more coming up after this. About 30 minutes or so, 20 to 30 minutes after conclusion of this one. So take on the host, Our Lady of Lake University. Both these teams 3-1 in the tournament, and strike 3, second strikeout. 17 now on the year for McCutcheon. And we'll head bottom half of the 5th. Ottawa with the lead, 6-5. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody. Bottom half of the 5th inning. Pitching change for Bellevue as the Bruins bring in Lauren Urich. For Emily Rockford. A sophomore from Bellevue, Nebraska comes in, makes her third appearance, I think, of the young season. We'll double check that here in just a second. And the first pitch there to Reinhardt is going to be a ball, 1-0 the count. His third game of the year. That's sent back to left, and it's going to be against the wall. Reinhardt rounding first on her way to second, and a leadoff double.
Designated player number 32, Eliana Bueno.
New pitcher, but the story stays the same. It's Ottawa with a big shot to get the leadoff aboard at second. So Bueno coming to lead things off here. But Urich, as we were saying, that's her third appearance this year. 2.8 earned run average, 10 innings pitched so far. That pitch there, a ball, 1-0 the count. There to Alenia Bueno. 2-0 the count there, Bueno. Bueno was hit by a pitch in the second and singled in the fourth. Batting .267 now on the year. Called strike, 2-1 now. That's fouled out of play. The junior from Fort Stockton with a 2-2 count now. As Urick steps in. And the 2-2. Check swing. Slowly rolls. You're going to be able to get over. They'll make the tag. Reinhardt advances to third base.
Center fielder number 11.
Yes, Kidman. A good job to get over there in time to cover first after the toss there from Arnold. So one away and a runner at third. And that is going to bring up the center fielder, Charlene Deonda, to the plate. So Deonda steps in. First pitch, a strike, 0-1 to count. To the Rio Grande Valley native, Mercedes, Texas, Southside Weslaco. And the RGV. No balls, 2 strikes now, the count here to Deonda. 0-83 on the year. Sack bunt back in the second, walk in the fourth. That was a tough call there to make. Called strike 3, 2 down. So, bottom of the order up here, Jamie Moore. As Moore steps up 0 for 2 with a runner at third. Actually going to be a pinch hitter. As Coach Wickman looking to make a change. So making the change, Kelly Stumper, the senior out of Mesa, Arizona. Checking in. The Chandler Gilbert Community College transfer. They're in the Phoenix, greater Phoenix area. As Jumper steps in here with 2 outs and a runner at third. Shows bunt, pulls it back, called strike, 0-1 the count. Stumper 077 with an RBI. Went 0 for 4 yesterday against Houston Victoria. And that one's tipped off foul. The count 0-2 here to Stumper. And called strike 3. 3 away, they'll leave 1 aboard. Can't get any across this inning. We will head to top half of the 6th. 6-5, Ottawa with the lead. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network.
didn't clear.
And welcome back.
16 and wound up. Was it?
Top of the 6th inning. 6-5 Ottawa with the lead over Bellevue. As Ottawa came in to the Nationwide Classic 0-6 and looks at leaving winning 4-5. Right now with the lead against Bellevue, but Bellevue trying to get their 4th win of the weekend as well. So 0-1 the count. There is Plasek. Amanda Plasek, the DP. Popped in the 2nd. Walked to the 4th. 0-2 the count now to Plasek. Or 1-1 the count. So the 1-1 pitch coming. Inside ball 2-1 to Plasek. Even if the Bruins aren't able to come away with this one, they still have a chance for their 4th win of the weekend. So take on Our Lady of the Lake next. Our Lady of the Lake trying to get a win as they've dropped 3 straight after winning the first game. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to count here. It's McCutcheons. With the pitch, fouled back, stays full 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Alexandria McCutcheons. It's all the rubber. With the pitch, inside, ball 4. So the leadoff is aboard on a walk. 2nd time Plasek has walked here this one. As that is going to bring up Ellie Blimeister to the plate. And going to be a pinch runner coming in, or the courtesy runner, Maya Montero.
Courtesy runner is number 3, Maya Montero.
The center fielder, the flex, will come in to run. So Plasek will be done for the game now. And that is tip foul back. 1-1 the count here. Blimeister with the runner at first. They know it out here in the top half of the 6th inning. And inside ball. Fakes the throw over to first. Holds on to it. There is Tucker. Back over to McCutcheons in the circle. 1 ball, 1 strike. With nobody out here top of the 6th. And the pitch. Tipped up there. Away. 1-2 the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Blimeister steps in. Montero over at first. That pitch is away outside. Evens up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. McCutcheons has done a great job coming in and shutting the door so far on Bellevue. That's 3 balls, 2 strikes to count here. It's McCutcheons now. That one fouled back. Wanted 2/3 innings. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Now swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 1 away.
First baseman number 10, Kelsey Arnold.
So Kelsey Arnold now coming up to the plate. As Arnold comes up with 1 on and 1 out. First base has an RBI this morning. First pitch of ball up and away, 1-0 the count to Arnold. A fun weekend here in San Antonio. Weather's been quite the roller coaster, though, for us, and that's going to be a stolen base. As Montero now into second with 1 out, and 2-0 count to Arnold. Friday morning was cold and rainy. Stayed cold pretty much the whole day yesterday. Very nice, got up near 80. And now this morning in the 40s. Swing and a miss there, Arnold, 2-1 the count. But it's beautifully sunny though. As they pick the right weekend to do this one. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next weekend, expecting freezing temperatures and a wintry mix possible. So we got it right on the correct weekend to have this thing. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second here. McCutcheon's pitch, strike 3.
Second baseman number 8.
2 down. McCutcheon's picking up her second or her third. Let me get this straight here if I can get my numbers right. 4th strikeout of this one. 19th of the season. With 2 outs at the top of the order as Caitlin Kidman looks at the first strike there, 0-1. Kidman, solo shot in the first, reached base on an error in the third, doubled last time up. 0-1 the count there. Low, 1-1 from McCutcheon. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. The top half of the 6th inning. The pitch McCutcheon away off the plate. 2-1 now. That Ottawa's got to be very pleased with their performance here this weekend. Strike 2, 2-2 the count. It's got to bring a lot of confidence to the team. So bats really came alive where they had been struggling through the year so far, the early part. But done very well this weekend, and it should be help them give them a boost here the rest of the season. That's the liner right over to first. Steps on the bag. That'll do it. They'll leave 1 aboard. Does the Bruins? We'll head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Ottawa 6-5 over Bellevue. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back. Bottom half of the sixth inning coming up. Meshalea Beltran will be leading things off for Ottawa. Ottawa 6-5 lead here at the bottom of the sixth. Trying to pick up their fourth win of the weekend, or the Spirit, and improve their record to 4-7 on the year. First pitch strike, 0-1 the count to Beltran. Beltran sends that one foul. 0-2 the count now. Beltran fouled out back in the first, doubled in the third, and singled in the fourth. Batting 400 now in the year with a home run, 3 RBIs. That's up out of the zone there. Ball, 1-0 the count there from Urich. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's going to bring some confidence here to Ottawa with this lead. How they've played in this tournament. So, a couple of wins against Houston Victoria, who received votes in the coaches' preseason top 25. And now with the lead late against another team receiving votes in the preseason top 25. Grounder over to short. Blymice to the first. 1 up, 1 down.
Second baseman number 14, Caitlin Chambers.
So Caitlin Chambers now coming up to the plate. Chambers 1 for 2. Scored twice today. Steps up here with 1 out, no one aboard. That's popped away, foul. Singled in the first, walked in the third, and into a fielder's choice in the fourth inning. 400 batting average, 2 RBIs, 455 on base percentage for Chambers. So Urich with the wind-up delivery, checks the swing at a called strike there, and the count 0-2 now on Chambers. As Anessa Rivera in the on-deck circle. So no balls, 2 strikes. Going to be off the plate there for a ball. 1-2 now to Chambers. No balls, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And that's checked foul again, and the count stays 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Now the pitch away, 2-2 the count. It's Chambers. As with quite a few of these Ottawa players coming in, the averages were low offensively. They've really built on these averages this weekend as the offense has really come through for them here. And that 4-run fourth helped a lot, and that's fouled out of play near the trainer. And the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-2 count coming. Up high, ball 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. That's going to be sent down the line, foul. And again, these two will play each other once more in Allen, Texas on the 20th. And should be a good one there as well. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Chambers goes down.
Third baseman, number 00, Janessa Rivera.
So Vanessa Rivera coming up to the plate. And Rivera has had quite the morning. 2 for 2 with 5 RBIs. First pitch there, a strike, 0-1 the count to Rivera. Rivera, such a dedicated third base that she makes sure she's there after her last 2 at-bats. And that's down the line, fair. Rounded first, Rivera. The second, turning around a throw, going to hold her. And they're going to hold her to a double. Her second double. As she had tripled back in the third, doubled, and advanced on the throw her last time. Going to be just a double this time. 3 for 3. She's reached base all 4 times today. 2 doubles, a triple, and a walk. She scored once, and now she's at second base as Brianna Tucker coming up to the plate. Tucker, who tripled and drove in a run her last time up. Coming up here. And they're going to be a meeting at the mound again here. With 2 outs coming. And we'll see if there'll be a change, if they're going to be staying. Looks like. So a little meeting at the mound here. No change is going to be made. They're just talking to the pitcher, to Urick. Let's try and settle her down here. Let her know. Reminder, 2 outs. And just keep it close so they have a chance. And the 7th. Just to get out of this 6th inning here. So coming back now. So Tucker steps back into the box. Into a fielder's choice in the first. Struck out looking in the third. RBI triple in the 4th for Tucker. 208 now in the year. Home run, 8 RBIs. And that's caught the corner of the plate. 0-1 the count to Tucker. Brianna Tucker steps back in. Shooter from Simi Valley, California looks that one. 1 ball, 1 strike now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. That's up and away. And 2-1 the count now. Three and 1 now from Urick. Three-one pitch. Ball 4, so 2 aboard now. This will bring up Avery Bond. Bond struggled from the plate this morning. 0 for 3, actually, I think we're going to have, we'll see, maybe a courtesy runner at first, I think is going to come up here. Yes, it will be a courtesy runner, and coming in to run is going to be Nikki Ayala.
Courtesy runner is number 3, Nikki Ayala.
Ayala, the junior from Mirage,
First baseman,
Arizona.
Avery Bond.
Avery Bond coming up to the plate here. Bond flied out to center, back in the second. Ground out to third in the third, and grounded out to short in the 4th. Up here with runners at first and second. First pitch a strike, 0-1 the count to Bond. No balls, 1 strike here. And catches that one on the Fist there, fouled. 0-2 the count here, the bond. Kind of jammed her a bit on that one. Bond 208 now in the year with a home run, 4 RBIs, 269 on base. Steps up here with the 0-2 pitch from Urick. Called strike 3. They'll leave 2 aboard. We'll head to the 7th. Bellevue needs to get something going here. So they got their last chance here at the top of the 7th coming up. You're watching the 2021 OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network.
Number 11, Alison Driscoll.
And welcome back. Top of the 7th coming up here. It's Alison Driscoll, who's flied to center, flied to right, and grounded to third. 0 for 3 comes up here. 400 on the year with an RBI. Trailing by a run, the Bruins are trying to get back at least even it up here at the bottom of the 7th to keep it going. Ottawa trying to close it out to pick up their 4th win of the weekend. 1 ball, 1 strike the count here, McCutcheon, who has been outstanding since coming in in relief. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's going to be fouled out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to O'Driscoll. Two balls, 2 strikes. Driscoll steps back into the box, digging in. McCutcheon's the signal. Wind up, pitch. Grounded to third to Samantha Miller, who's come in for Rivetta. And foul. The count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. As McCutcheon's winds up, delivers. Outside on that one. Count is full now for O'Driscoll. O'Driscoll stands in. O'Driscoll young. 2 up, grounder to Miller to first. 1 away.
1 out for the right fielder, number 22, Ashley Young.
So Ashley Young coming up to the plate. And Lauren Urick coming up to the plate. That's there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Young. Ashley Young sets up here with 1 out here in the top half of the 7th inning. No balls, 1 strike, 1-1 now the count to Young. Young 2 for 3, has scored twice and driven a run in. She's doubled twice, doubled first in the first, again in the third, and flied out to center her last time. 471 batting average, 2 RBIs, so if you expect a rally, good start coming here from her. And that's up high for a ball. So 2 balls and 1 strike to count. And the 2-1 count coming from McCutcheon. Just off the plate, 3-1 now. Hitters count coming here for Young. No one on and 1 out. And the pitch off the plate and a walk.
1 on, 1 out.
So the tied run is at first. Second walk given up by McCutcheons. As Lauren Urick, the pitcher, coming up to the plate here.
Pitcher number 17, Lauren Urick.
As Emily Mendick will be the courtesy runner over at first, the junior from La Vista, Nebraska.
Courtesy runner is Emily Mendick.
So Mendick at first now with 1 out. Urick to the plate. Urick represents the go-ahead run with 1 out. The bats have gone silent for Bellevue. Now's a good time for them to come back and be loud again. As Urick steps in there, and Ottawa wants to keep them quiet. And McCutcheons has done a good job of that since coming in. 1-0 the count. Over to second, chance for a double. Back over to first, not going to make the throw. Leadoff runner, or the lead runner is out, and that'll bring 2 outs now. As
2 outs for the left.
Marcella Egan, the lefton, coming up to the plate. Marcella is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs today. Steps up to the plate. Now Urick at first, who represents the tied run. Ottawa and out away from 4 wins this weekend. Checks the swing, ball 1-0 the count to Egan. So Egan digs in. That's up high in the air. Deonda steps under, grabs it, and that's going to do it. Ottawa picks up the win. 4th win of the weekend, 4 in a row now. Starting off 0-6 on the season, now going to be 4-7. And the confidence has to be just through the roof right now for this Spirit team. Bellevue, tough one after the big lead early on. Dropping this one 6-5. But they'll have a chance to rebound. Going up against Our Lady of Lake University Host School. Coming up here in just a few, we'll take a break. Final score again, 6-5, Ottawa with the win over Bellevue. You're watching the OLLU Nationwide Classic on the OLLU Saints Network.